Hey there YouTube, this is Elite Master bringing you the second part of the Voltron MiniPla review. And today I'm going over the transformation and Voltron itself. Now we're going to start with the black line here, as it is the absolute most complex of the transformations, and pretty neat. So we're going to come out, we're going to first straighten his legs out. As you can see, I've taken all of the accessories off. So we're going to straighten the hind legs. If anybody's seen the show, you know exactly how this goes. So we're going to go ahead and take the wings, fold them up, fold the arms back, push them in, and actually take the legs off right there. There is a lot of parts forming with this kit, so we'll deal with that as we do. And we'll leave the head like that for now. We'll fold the tail up. And there we have the torso ready. Let's get on with the legs instead so that we can have him standing. And we're going to go with the blue line. To get the blue line ready, got to take off its head at the neck, take off the limbs. Like I said, it's almost all parts forming. But you get a nice looking Voltron in the end. Fold the tail up, bring in the larger head, swing it up, and the head does have articulation right here. So really, if you wanted to, you can leave the big head on, and the mouth does open. And I believe there is room. I just built these things. You think I'd remember? I believe that there is a hole. Nope, no hole. No hole for the jaw blade, so that's a shame. Anyways, then you take in the silver bits. Take the large ones. They go onto where the front legs were. The small ones go onto the back legs. And there you go. And that will just slide in using that joint onto the leg. And I've already done the yellow line because they're exactly the same. There we have Voltron's feet. And now let's do the arms. Once I raise the camera. He gets pretty tall. He's a good size. And for the arms, we're going to use the red line as the example. Again, pull the legs off. You're going to be left with a lot of lion legs. So pull the legs off. Pull the tail out. You can actually spin it down this way first. Pull the head off, but leave this peg in. It is on a ball joint, so it might pop off. Pull out the other head. And for these ones, you really can't mess it up. Some of them have these offset holes right there, and those will go on the back legs. Other ones are just like so. And I forgot to mention it in the individual lions review, but the little pieces right here are painted silver. So they are white plastic, so there might be some scarring if you cut them off like that. Looks awful. But there we go. And of course I did the green line already because easier that way. And of course I will form the head. Just open the mouth, bring the head down with it. So, and open the horns. And there we have the legendary defender itself, Voltron. Actually, no, this is not the Legendary Defender version. As much as I wish it was, it is not. Anyway, sorry about all that arm you're seeing here. I just want to show you all of the parts that are left over for the frickin' parts formation that had just happened. I understand why it has to happen. Doesn't mean I have to like it. But, jeez. Put the accessories back here. But yeah, look at all of those unused lion parts. It's kind of funny and also ridiculous. Set this down. Anyways, now that we have it formed up, let us take a look at Voltron proper. And he is fantastic looking. My gosh, does he look good. The proportions are really nice. They're absolutely perfect. And the articulation is also out of this world. So let's go over the articulation, and then I'll get into the accessories. So his head is on the same ball joint that the black lion was, but there's also a little black joint right here that can pull forward. So if you want the head to look forward more, you can do that. The horns are a little fiddly, but they're not too bad. The arms can go up at this joint and at this joint, so you get really high movement there. And if you really wanted to, you can pull this out and get the arm to move forward and back like so. You also get the bicep rotation there, elbow there, rotation right there. And if you pull it out, you can use that second joint as a double joint. Although it looks weird, so I like to leave it in. The hands are on the ball joints that the heads were on. They can move, they can open. The torso, of course, has the black lines torso joint, so it's really good. This white piece just floats. I don't really like that, but you know, you get good rotation, so can't complain too much. The legs can move forward and back, in and out, and the legs can slide down, so you can get your kicks forward more. You get the thigh swivel. You get a double jointed knee. So really deep bend, and this is neat. There's actually a cut right here that makes room for the sculpting there of the leg to make it better of a bend. Now each ankle can be pulled out like so. Don't pull apart the leg. And there's a joint that lets go forward and back like that. Like so. That can tilt really well. And the foot can move up and down like that. There's no rotation at the foot, but really, who cares? When you have a highly articulated Voltron that looks this good, yeah, nobody cares. Obviously, he does have his accessories, the blazing sword, which will fit into the hand. Lion mouth. Does have a peg, and it looks really good. And the shield, you can have it, you see there's two pegs, that one right there, and that one right there. You can either have it hold it outward or on the side like I prefer. And there you go. He's armored up. Now then, that's not all you can do. For some reason, they also decided to make the weapons combinable. And I am going to try my best to show you that. So we're going to take the red lion's jaw blade. We're going to take the black lion's guns, and let me see if I remember right. Do it like this. Nope. There we go. There's a little slot right there. I'll piece them together. You take the blue lion's jaw blade. It's got two pegs on the handle that will peg in right there. And then you take this piece and this piece from the yellow lion, and they will peg together like so. And then that will peg in right, it's right there, right here. There we are. Green lion's blade will peg in right here. And then you take these pieces, they will peg together like so. Take the green lion's cannon, put it right there. The spike will go on the back right here. No, wait. Did I do this right? Oh, here we go. This piece from the red lion goes in the back. Then the spike goes into there. And then this piece just pegs in. Not there. Wait, is it there? Right here. There we go. This piece will peg in like that. And the black jaw blade will peg in underneath here for some reason. Oh, this is upside down. And the yellow jaw blade will just peg in right there. Now you have a thing! I don't know what this is. It is all of the weapons from each individual lion put together into one giant thing. And the instructions say Voltron can hold this. But why? It could, using this peg in the handle, and it really could hold it, but there's no reason to, because I'm still not sure what it is. Is it a cannon? Is it a gun? It kind of vaguely resembles a Gora cruiser. If you take all the jaw blades off, maybe? I don't know. It's a thing that they say you can do, and they show you how to do it in the instructions. So I did it, and I don't like it. Anyway, outside of that weird gun thing, you do have a ton of leftover parts. But ultimately, I think it's worth it. The Voltron that you get when it's all said and done looks really good. And has really, really good articulation. And it's pretty big. Let's do some simple size comparisons there. Here it is next to the Super MiniPla Daizujin, or the Megazord, as we all know it here in the US. It's a little bit smaller. And here it is next to a standard 1/144 scale high-grade Gundam. The GM with a bunch of stuff on it. And it's a good size. It's not huge, but honestly it's a pretty decent size. And I have nothing but good things to say about this set. The only negatives I can think about it are the gratuitous parts forming, which I have to concede to it because there's no way it would have looked this good and been perfectly transformable at this size. I think there's a Soldier Shkoken version out there that will do that for you. But this thing gives me exactly what I want, and that is a really nice looking, really nicely articulated, fun little Voltron kit. And that's what I love about the Super MiniPla line. They're giving me robots that I've never would have been able to afford to do the things that they do. Like, I never would have gotten the Soldier Shkoken Daizujin, but the Super MiniPla one just scratches that itch just right. Anyways guys, this was the Elite Master. I hope you enjoyed the review, and I hope it was informative. And I'll see you guys at the next video.